So we know it's for this video. Alright, this is for, if I leave this in any clips, this is because this is how we're identifying this wrench means it's a video for the black.
We don't have like an action board.
No, but we have a wrench.
Like skit 2.
Alright, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since we worked on the black sheep, actually since before PRI, and now we'll tell the truth. The car didn't run at PRI, that's why we didn't drive it out of there. We got it done enough to look like it ran, but it didn't ran. It didn't run, sorry. There's a lot a lot going. My brain is there smoke coming out of my ears?
No.
So we got a board. Let me read my notes. We got a to-do list of things we have to do. It's going to HR Innovations. Devin's gonna wire it on the 8th. It's going to Performance Fab as well. So these are the things for that Performance Fab is going to be doing. These are things that we're doing. These are the parts I need to order. I need to order oil filter housing, pulleys and belts. We need to remove the intake. That includes the blower and everything. Measure for a belt. Measure to make sure we have the right diameter pulley for the tensioner. Modify the setback plate. All of that happens, when we pull it apart. We install an oil pan heater, install push rods and rock arms, add oil, and install all the fittings for the fuel lines for the O-rings. So we're gonna get it ready. It's gonna get fired up at Devin's. We have, 9 days before it goes there. So that's fun. Yes, that's where we're at. What we're gonna do today is, I guess, pull a bunch of stuff off and then just kind of see where it goes from there. That should be fun. So all of the O-ring style fittings, I didn't install any of the O-rings because we weren't running the car. So I have to go over there and install the O-rings and get all that stuff all situated and taken care of. Waiting on this exact fitting. This is really what kind of like caused the setback to everything. I couldn't get the front end to fit right because we had to push it forward 1.5 inches with this dealio. So we want it to be, sorry, it's actually like this. This is your feed from the tank. This pushed it back 1.5 inches where we're gonna get a male fitting, so it'll look like that. So it gains us 1.5 inches more clearance to set the tank back to then make the front end fit. So that's what we got going on. So we're getting a new one of these, not running these. That should be here today. Fuel pump, that's good to go. Overall, I think we're doing pretty good. The coils are on there, spark plugs are in there. Pull the blower off. One thing that I do have to add is modify blower for lower injector.
Modify rear stud blower mount.
Modify. Wait, is that us?
Yes, that's an us thing.
Rear stud blower. I'm trying to think of anything else I need. The lists seem to work really well. Parts, what we have to do, what Matt at Performance Fab is going to be doing, and then HR Innovations, he's going to be wiring it. So very simple on the wiring. I'm sure you'll talk to Devin when we get up there and shit, but it's just going to be really just a basic engine harness with a dual second injector driver module and a VPS and a rear shock travel. So the chassis harness is like starter, rear shock travel, VPS. That's really it. Everything else is what it is, just a generic engine harness. And is there anything else we're measuring other than just the generic engine? EGTs, dual injector driver, EGTs.
Dual injector, EGTs, boost. We got to put a boost sensor in it somewhere.
Oh, we do have to
Got to put an oil pressure sensor in it somewhere.
Filter housing probably.
Oil filter housing, yeah.
What filter housing are we going to run? Do you want to run that Peterson one that has the primer on it? I've never run that before.
On this motor, I would definitely. Well, the problem is,
can you not prime it?
mounting, but there's room down there. We can prime it.
Put it right here.
Yeah, there's.
Is that just use a screw-on filter? Mm-hmm. So what filter do you run like that? I was running the Wix 10.
Run the biggest
10560R.
Run the biggest Wix we can get on.
51060R, that's what it was.
5106, but yeah. That's
5106. 51060. Is that the same? Or we're just saying?
Yes, that's the exact same. What are you saying?
It's a 51060R. It's not a 5106. 51060R for race.
No, I said 51106.
Yes. There's too many numbers going on. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. So Dave's going to be popping back and forth. We're going to be running a video on this and a video with Mason. So if you guys Don't know what gets done first, but we'll pause this clip. We'll put this in the next video or the previous video. But you'll see Mason fighting with old Johnny over here.
The blower's coming off.
Well, you know what? I might. I don't know.
Yo, how do you get this over here, Johnny? Oh.
All right, we gotta go straight up.
You just grab it on your place, I can stay in comfort.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable as hell. I'm gonna be a little off balance going back. Let's go. Come on, man.
To the table. No, I
They were-
reposition. I don't know. I had to reposition. Next time.
Table is so mad.
Watch this collapse, this damn table.
Yeah, I mean, that thing is.
Oh, shit, is that leg out?
Okay. Got the blower off. We have to, Scott, why don't you walk him through? Scott's our resident blower expert. Also does our plumbing, our electrical, generator works, heat and AC, you name it. Engine building, you name it.
All right, so this is the adapter plate. It actually sets the blower back a little bit. There's other ones back there for blower back set and all that. That's not 100% what this is for. But the adapter plate to take this screw blower and make it fit that manifold. We had to do some modifying on it. We have to cut this piece out right here because this blower, as you can tell, is a shade larger than most. So we have to remove this so fuel don't puddle up in here. All the boost actually comes out back here. Like if Dave will point down in here and look, it's a screw blower. It all comes out back here in the back. So we just need to keep fuel from puddling in here. We'll cut this out. We already know the seal fits good on it. We already know that the bottom piece where the seal lines up, that's all good. So just a small modification to it. It will do exactly what it needs to do, and it keeps the blower pulleys in line and the blower where it needs to be on the intake manifold. Easy peasy.
So that means we have to fire up the CNC. And we'll throw it in there, we'll chuck it up, and it's just like that.
Just like that.
And I mean, throw it in the CNC, I mean, we'll go and
Sit the
squeeze it in
die
between the
grinder.
vise, and we'll get a Sawzall and a die grinder, and we'll cut this shit out.
To the manifold and then the blower. See, I got old balls, they just flat.
Y'all, we're just gonna wrap this video up. We got a picture of a metal print, actually, of Slick Rick from Jesse. Shout out to Jesse, One Slow Camera. Does an absolutely amazing job. I think the showroom's looking pretty cool. We got a bunch of pictures hung up there. We're gonna walk in the back here. We'll give you guys an update of what all we got done with the Black Sheep. We're kind of waiting on parts right now, so that's why the video ended. All of the belts, pulleys, belt guards, everything will be here Monday, so we'll be able to go, and we really can't do anything until Monday. I can do some little stuff, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to mount the fuel filter, mount the oil filter, and then run some lines. But this is where we're at. We got everything off. We got the motor all tore apart. Yes, this is a lot of work. Yes, it's terrifying. But thankfully, Scott's very familiar with blower stuff, and we're able, the stuff that's challenging me on this, I would say it's more intimidating than challenging, is the blower spacing, pulleys, tooth ratio, overdrive ratio. So we're gonna start off overdrive in the blower 60%. They say like max on those, if you're turning 10,000 RPMs, is like 75% overdriven. But I don't know if we'll ever turn this thing 10,000 RPMs. Who knows? We might start doing that. I don't really know. But I got this from Proline. This is a very nice Peterson oil filter housing with a System 1 75 micron oil filter to run 50 weight. I did order up some oil, some 50 weight oil from Schaefer, so we got a drum of that coming. But what we're going to do is we're going to end up sticking this guy right about here. And this will be where we prime the motor, because it's very important to prime these things. And then we're just going to run our lines in. Yeah, it goes in this side, in here, out there. So in my mind, we mount it here. I figure out which one's the in and out on that. We'll go in, and then we'll go down and around back to it. So hopefully this is hopefully this is in and this is out. Because if this is out, that'll work perfectly. If not, we're just gonna have to make it work, and it won't be as pretty as I envisioned. But that is pretty much wrapping up everything for the oil system. I don't want to put this. I mean, obviously the lines are going to be here, but I don't want to put this right here, which I guess you could, and just go straight down with it. But then you just like, there's definitely concerns of the belt coming off and just destroying everything. So there's that. And also, like, there's not really a good spot for the fittings to go. I mean, it does look good there, though. I don't know. I have to think on it. I have to take the motor plate back off if I do that. If I do this here, I just have to weld some sort of mounting device off that. I think that's what I want to do. I also have to keep in mind this tank's going to come back a little bit, so I have to keep that in mind. The tank's going to come back hopefully 2 inches. My fitting ship from Brown & Miller, I talked about. I'm not sure if I talked about it in the last video. It's a big-ass Dash 20 fitting. You literally can't miss it. There it is. So this, they made me a new one with a male end on it, and it's lost in the mail. So that's annoying. But yeah, I have a couple things that are lost in the mail. USPS lost my yoke. That's going to PST to get this drive shaft taken care of. So I'm going to try to get that situated today. I need to get this ordered up. Well, just need to get my hands on this so then I can move the tank back and then mount the System 1, and then it will be put everything together. I have to drop the pan to put a bung in it for the pickup because the way the primer works, I've never run one of these before, so I'm feeling very, very excited, very bougie. It has a separate pickup for the primer, so that's cool, and then it just has the normal oil filter shit on there. So never ran anything. Well, I guess Slick Rick has this style pump. So all the other stuff I'm used to run like an AV8 style pump. So we'll see what we can handle with this guy here, and it should. I'm excited. I mean, it's looking pretty good so far. This is really nice, by the way. Highly recommend. Proline has it on their website too. You just click right on there, or you can call them and they'll tell you exactly what to get. But yeah, making progress on the Black Sheep. Kind of scary, but it looks like a work of art at this point because all that build. Just look at these rocker arms, everyone. I just want you guys to appreciate the rock arms, all the CNC work and the cylinder head. Look at the block, the lifters. The lifters are some badass lifters. Look at those big ass lifters. Yeah, I'm excited about it. So yeah, and the push rods are like a damn drumstick. So very excited, very close. I got a call with Devin later today to go over everything, make sure I'm on the same page when I bring him some stuff, and we should be ready to rock other than that.